Thank you so much for joining me. As ever, I really, really appreciate it. I want to talk about stubbornness and what you think of stubbornness and what I think of stubbornness and what other people think of stubbornness can be different things. So I did a Google search and I've written them down. I can't remember whatever it was, gave this list. Obstinate, headstrong, willful, strong-willed, pig-headed, contrary. Okay, I didn't like a lot of those, so I went to a different source and came up with tough, determined, headstrong, persistent, relentless, tenacious, unshakable, intractable, inflexible. Some of those I quite like. I like determined, persistent, tenacious, not sure of the inflexible. But I want to tell you a story of when I was probably every one of those thrown in for good measure. I'd gone out to visit family in Hong Kong and jet lagged. I can never sleep on aeroplanes, and arrived just as my granddaughter was about to go out for a swimming lesson. So, oh, do you want to come and watch? Yes, please, that would be lovely. So they were members of a local club, and we went along there and they whizzed through to get my granddaughter in for her lesson, and I was following. And, excuse me, madam, where is your pass? I said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just a visitor. Just this minute arrived from England and I'm going to watch my granddaughter and her swimming lesson. You have to pay. I said, I'm not going in the pool. I'm only going to sit and watch her. You still have to pay. I said, but I'm not using the facilities. I'm only watching. You have to pay. So I said, oh, right. I'm a guest of my son and daughter-in-law. You have to pay. Okay, right, fine. So I said, I will wait outside. So I went out of the door and I could see that there was a conflab going on. You know, what's this flipping woman doing out there? And this flipping woman was mumbling to herself, oh, I wish I had a key, I'd go back home rather than standing here. And it started to rain, of course. And the person who had barred my way came and said, Madam, do come in and stand in the entrance so you don't get wet. Well, that was it. I said, I'm very sorry, and I think I must have put on my most prim and proper voice. I'm very sorry, but, you know, I shall remain here. If I'm not good enough to go and watch my granddaughter have her lesson, I'm not good enough to come and stand inside. I shall wait here. So sometimes our stubbornness, I have to think at this time, probably pig-headedness, an unwillingness to bend. Lots of words leap to mind. I stood, I got wet, and I mumbled to myself. So maybe had I just been a little more gracious, or maybe if I had said, could I just go and get the key from my son so that I can go home? Or maybe if I just paid. But I think he had told me how much it was, and I sort of went, you must be joking. So yes, that's me, Mrs. Stubborn. And on reflection, I can remember being called Contrary Mary at times at home. So it's obviously a trait that has been with me from childhood and hasn't gone. It does help at times because it does mean that if I start something that's proving difficult, I keep at it. I don't give up straight away. I'll try routes A, B, C, D, E, F before I give up. And so at times like that, it counts in my favour. But Hong Kong in the rain, no, it didn't. Ah, well, if that's the worst thing that happened, then life's okay. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.